sorry about that. I just wasted my 10 minute talking without you guys hearing me. But anyways, that's what happened because we are live. Anything could happen. But anyways, what I was talking about earlier, I wish I can actually have a graphics that's showing what I'm talking about. But anyways, welcome to 2020 Let's Talk World, year 2020. And you know, I've learned a lot on the previous years about our broadcasting, about our production. And in the beginning of our production, we used to have like the camera is not working, microphone is not working. Excuse me. Dolores, would you like to turn down the volume, please? Thank you. Anyways, guys, what I was talking about earlier is thank you for those people who stayed, even though you cannot hear me. I know I'm pretty, I'm beautiful, and you gonna stay no matter what, even you cannot hear my voice, correct? But anyway, what I was talking about is the previous commercial that was running. Those are all the people who supported me on this Let's Talk World. I have over 100 guest that has been has been featured on Let's Talk World alone, and I would like to thank all of you guys. Without you guys and also those viewers, I wouldn't reach 72 episodes. 72 episodes. Well, if you go back to all the interviews or the shows, the episodes that I've been with all these people, you will hear a lot of stories about them, a lot of stories that we could just let it go or walk away from it, or maybe we can learn something from it. Whichever direction you can use from that story with Let's Talk World, I hope it's for your own benefit, and spread it. Spread the word, because all our I wish I can say again what I said earlier. It's so perfect and it's so really good. I didn't rehearse it, but then I couldn't go back to what verbatim to say what I've said earlier. But anyways, that being said, I just want to come up. I'm talking about stories, and last night I was watching the America's Got Talent, and from that audition, there is this autistic and blind kid. He was walked in by his mom to the stage, and then went and sit down by the piano and sing for the audience, sing to the audience, and it's captured the heart of all four judges. And what really struck me in the heart is when Gabriela Union said that she can see the sacrifices of the mom for this autistic, very talented kid. And when I seen that story, I kind of like evaluate it. That's what me, I am very analytical person, so I evaluate the situation. I'm like, any story, your story, my story, and the stories of all my guests on Let's Talk World can actually make a difference to anybody. Whoever can hear that, they can actually walk away with a lesson. And after I watched that show, I'm like, that's the reason why we are here. I am here in front of the camera right now to actually inspire you and empower you that you can do it. No matter what is your disability is, you can do it. If there's a way, if there's a will, there's a way. That's what I told myself. I wake up every single day and asking myself, why am I doing this? Why, I waste my time being in front of the camera and talk and talk and talk and talk. And I just realized from that America's Got Talent last night, I just realized that it's not all about me. It's about you. It's about the world. It's about who you can inspire. And when I walk away from that show last night, from America's Got Talent, and I walk away with motivation, with fire in my butt that I'm gonna do this because it's not for me, it's not about our fame. Here on social media shows, we come in front of the camera not to gain fame, but it's to inspire you and deliver you inspirational and hope and wish that we can change some lives out there. You know, we are already having so much negativity in this world. We already seen a lot news. You know, everybody is just like feeling like it's coming after you, the hardship in life, the mental issue that we have, you know, all those peer pressure, job, finances, and everything. Why don't we change that into making a difference? Because no matter what, how much we complain in our life, how much we complain what's happening around us, those things that we cannot control, we cannot change it. So what can you change? What I did is I said I cannot change the fact that I'm gonna be broke every single month. So I said, you know what, let me actually inspire others. Let me be the tool to inspire you. Yeah, you know, we have seen so much talents here in Las Vegas. Every single person that you meet here in Las Vegas from on day-to-day basis is talented. You know, we are born talented. We just have to discover the talent that we have. You know, it's overwhelming sometimes when you see people coming and say, hey, I can do this, I can do that. But then some people, they don't do anything about it. So I can only see people who are talented when they are doing something about it. But if you cannot do anything about it, I am not going to discover that unless you are, you know, you can stand up for yourself. You are confident enough and said, I am this person. You know, most of the time I'm so heartbroken because I want to discover every single talent. You know, I want to learn from different person every single day. But you know what? We have only 24 hours a day, and you need at least 8 hours of sleep. And me, I sleep like what, 5 hours, 3 hours. And you know, it's so breaking to not actually speak to a lot of people. But you know, it is what it is. It's, you know, we can only do so much. You know, every person have a story, and like the people that I already featured on my show, I learned so much things from them. On every single, you know, single of them, I learned. I have almost or over 100 guests that has been featured on Let's Talk World, and every single person had a story to tell and learn. And me personally learned from all those stories, where they came from, you know, what make them motivated, what, you know, what's really their you know, their battery, their gas to keep on going. And I put those things together, and you know what, we are all talented. You should be on my show, by the way. You know, let me go back to that America's Got Talent kid. You know, after watching that performance, I have learned that anything we see or hear can actually struck us in the heart and move from there. Take that little bit lesson that we learned, move from there and said, you know what, we can do it, and you can do it. You know, I'm not gonna talk much in front of the camera since I have my airtime earlier without you guys hearing me. So I would like to introduce to you guys. You're gonna learn a lot from this lady, Dr. Calvinia Williams. It's gonna come up on my second segment. But before we go on break, I would like to call my dear friend, and she is the good news host that will be running after the show, Miss Delores Olsen. Hey, Delores!
Hello, 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 beautiful.
Thank you so much for
Hey.
coming. Well,
Thank you so much for having me
much.
on the show. I'm just so amazed and honored to be on your show.
Oh, I'm honored too. It's been a pleasure to have you here.
Yes.
And you know what? And by the way, come over here, honey. Maybe they want to see you. By the way, this is my puppy. We actually love furry babies. So this is Lilo. There you go. You sit. Hey, no, down,
Down,
no,
down,
no,
down.
sit.
Down, down, down.
You don't do that to
Good girl.
Mama Dolores. Anyways, guys, this is. Hey, come here, Lilo. Yeah, very good. This is Lilo, our furry kid. She's a 1.5 year old German Shepherd, and she wanna be petted. Of course, you do. But anyway, Dolores, thank you so much for being part of social media shows. You inspires a lot of people out there, honestly. And I heard a lot of good comments that we're gonna be running on your show later. Well, it's not really a show. So tell us more about the good news.
Well, the good news TV show is a Christian talk show, and it's all about talking about Jesus and reaching out to folks in a different way. It's different from TBN. We like to reach out in a different way, and I use like topics because every day we have a topic, right? There's
Yes.
always something to a topic. So I use that with spiritual help from Jesus by adding scriptures. So this will help us to grow in our daily life because no one's perfect. I'm not even perfect. Even if I like to teach or a chaplain, that I'm still not perfect. We all need to grow in Christ. And so I'm very happy to have the good news, just like it says in the Bible. It just says, share the good news.
Yep, and we're sharing it.
And we're sharing it. And this is exactly what Jesus wants us to do. He wants us to reach out to everybody. He wants us to spread the gospel. Because if it wasn't for him, we're saved by grace through him. And a lot of people don't understand. Some people don't understand, and there's some people that do. But that's what it's all about. And I am so happy that I'm going to be doing the show today.
Yes, me too.
Yes.
Me too.
Yes,
And
I have an amazing
we just
topic.
we just wanna actually shout out to our friend Juan JC Crisologo. Sorry.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello, brother.
Yes, and anyways, guys, it's not only good news that we have here on our channel. We have women empowerment that will be running at 5 p.m. today. We also have Maria and Joe live TV. That is the longest running show here in social media shows. We had our 2020 episode this morning, and also we have the Gizzy and his frenemies. I love that show,
Yes.
and you're part of that too. And we have more shows that's coming up pretty soon. It's all in the making, and I am very excited. We are still looking for a cooking show and other show. Oh, by the way, before I forgot, is we just actually have Ninon the Ver Vegas Live with Ninon every Monday at 1 p.m. Please don't forget to watch that. You're gonna learn a lot on those stories that they put out there, and they film by Action Shot Productions at Pepper Mill, produced and directed by Mr. Steven
Nice.
Sivo. So, and we're gonna have a lot more. But before I'm gonna go on a break, I just wanna actually shout out to our sponsors. If you guys wanna be a sponsor, please reach out to us, info@socialmediashows.com. And also all the people that I featured, let's start with Dina Pelton. She owns a company called Brush It Up. She does coach painting. When you are painting, you just like people. I would recommend this for autistic kids anyway. So when you're painting, I never painted in my life, and when I was in her class, it's just like it's kind of like releasing your stress. You're just painting. It's amazing. And also my friend Farah Contagallo, she has this kids book on Amazon, Plucky I forgot the title. I need to get all those books here. But anyways, and also I would like to thank all our family at the Funk Jam last week. We're gonna be back again at Sandalar on February 13, February 13, that is Thursday, and we're gonna have the lineup musicians playing on that venue, and also it's my friend's birthday, Kay and Lene. They're turning 21 again. So and also C. Rogers, he's a relationship coach, C. Reggie Rogers. So go ahead and reach out to him if you guys are having problems on your relationship. It's always good to have the third party when you are having trouble, right?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
And also Power X of Manny Chavez from LA. Thank you so much for supporting our network. And also, I'm not gonna forget our VIP vacation, Mr. Joseph Skoda. And also we already are running our nonprofit organization GI Connections, and we had our first event on December 18, which is the Christmas cruising. By the way, for those who donated on this cause, I just want to let you know that we are moving forward, and we're gonna be putting few homeless veterans, feeding them and cutting their or grooming them. We're putting them in a hotel by January 31st. Depends on the groomer. My friend Nola Robin will be actually helping me with grooming. Depends on her availability before the end of the year. And for those who haven't donated yet, we're still accepting donation. By the way, after this event, after we deliver our promise, we're gonna have another fundraising event to help other associations, and it's gonna be done by at summertime. This is gonna be fun because we're gonna be cruising by Las Vegas Boulevard with our bathing suit.
Oh, nice.
Because it's summer. It's going to be exciting.
Yes.
So for those people who want to actually join us on this movement and events, please reach out to us because we have so much more to offer, guys. With social media shows, we've already reached our 2,300 organic followers on social media. If we're going to add them together, I believe it's already 20,000 followers on all our social media.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love that.
Well, please stay tuned on our next segment because we are featuring Dr. Calvinia Williams, a chaplain, and she's also
a pastor, but
a
not a former pastor.
A pastor.
She's a co-pastor.
She's a co-pastor?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes, please stay tuned. We will be right back after these messages.
We've reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. We present our show programmings, which demonstrate inspirations to any viewers around the globe, with over 500,000 reach to over 54 countries. Our programming are very relatively entertaining and empowering. And now here is the Let's Talk World. Let's Talk World, hosted by a young, witty, and fearless leader of social media shows, Maria Pureza. This programming is all about featuring individuals in their field of interest. We showcase everyone's passion. Watch us live every Monday and Tuesday at 2 p.m. on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and at socialmediashows.com. Let's Talk World has reached 70 episodes and one of the longest running show in our network. Thank you to all that joined Maria in the hot seat. entrepreneur. Precious B, a realtor. Jennifer Mitsuko de Koito, fashion model. Timothy Dark, an artist. Jess Majaras, social media influencer. Bettina Steinhauer, fashionista. Diana Hamilton, radio personality. Robert Chandler 3, fitness specialist. Jay Coldwater, stand-up comedian. Latoria Kern, founder of Whalers Creation. Jessica D.Y., entrepreneur. Ditty West, music producer. Randy Wong, promoter. Bridget Kinsey, promoter. Greg Franklin, speaker. Kathy Pelletier, realtor. Dolly Wright, musician. Russell Liss, entrepreneur. Patrice Thomas, comedian. A.J. Johnson, founder of the Funk Jam. Michael Way, entrepreneur. Michael Elliott, founder of the Veg Ringtone. Vanessa Phelps, military veteran. Evadne Hyatt, a chef. Heather Dragulescu, stand-up comedian. Bruli Emil Amco, LGBT couple. Dina Pelton, owner of Brush It Up. Brett Anthony, entrepreneur. Barry Muse, military colonel veteran. C. Reggie Rogers, relationship coach. Delores Olsen, chaplain. Manny Chavez, president of PowerX. Carrie Ballone, nail specialist. Vernell Outlaw, hip-hop artist. Angel Deshields, a phenomenal artist. Brett Rigby, vocalist of Brett Rigby Band. Janet Franco, Woman of the Year of Vegas magazine. Ty Stamp, of Fat Style by Ty. We thank you to all that shared their story.
Social media shows network were initiated in 2017. Since then, our founder Maria Pureza social media in building a network of passionate people that loves to entertain, coach, help others, and deliver informative information to the public, informally, in a low-cost production. She built a platform that surpassed Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and other social media live streaming, but exceeded the function of a podcast. Her main goal is to be able to broadcast on social media like a traditional TV setup involving a group of broadcasters, YouTubers, podcasters, and social media live streamers. Maria is building the confidence of non-actors and non-famous people that joins her to network. We are here to promote and support one another, to help our community grow collectively without inhibitions but with confidence and high self-esteem. We love to be in this family together. Our door is open to help you build your brand, opening opportunities for others, and outreach to our community. We welcome you to the family of social media shows.
We've reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. We present our show programmings, which demonstrate inspirations to any viewers around the globe, with over 500,000 reach to over 54 countries. Our programming are very relatively entertaining and empowering. And now here is the Let's Talk World.
Welcome to Let's Talk World with Maria, and this show is all about you guys. If you have a passion, you have a story, you're a business, you're an artist, whoever you are, this is your chance to come and bring it out to the world. That inspires others. Let inspires others. That's what I meant. Sometimes I cannot pronounce my word right, but pardon me, I'm still learning how to talk. I'm still 1 year old in Let's Talk World, where we are now streaming. Over a year ago, we started this show with social media shows, and now it is the episode 70, and I'm so excited that we had been featuring a lot of artists, a lot of people here in Las Vegas, and people from other state that comes to Las Vegas and they see my show. Isn't that wonderful how we can inspire others with just a small story of these people? And by the way, before I call my next guest today, I never had a guest like this before, and I am very, very excited. I just want to let everybody know, please watch all shows and social media shows. We have different variety of shows, from comedy to make you guys laugh, from well, we don't have drama because you guys know I don't like drama, right? But anyways, we have music that you can sing with them, dance with them. We have talk shows like the Women Empowerment Show. It's so amazing where how we come into different women's different opinions together and bring it out to you guys to inspire you. And I know that you already know that how how strong woman I am to actually put my inspirational, sometimes sarcastic word out there, but I hope you guys still get inspired with all those words. But before I bring in my guest, we have in our life, we always have our downfalls and when we rise up or anything, but there's something that we always forgot, which is God, the creator of us all. We normally try to hide it behind our our sight, but the truth is he is always besides us, walking with us no matter what happened. And that being said, I would like to welcome Miss Calvinia Williams, Dr. Calvinia Williams. Thank you, Miss Calvinia. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're here to grace my show.
Oh, thank you for inviting me.
My pleasure. And I really don't know if, your profession and my clothing goes hand in hand. Mm-hmm. But, I always look sexy no matter what.
It looks nice. You're very pretty.
Oh, thank you. You are amazingly, beautifully stunning. I love it.
Yeah,
remember
I'm 63.
When you're 60. Oh gosh, now I felt like okay, because I felt like I'm so old with my look now.
No, I'm 63.
No, with mine. So when I get to your age, I don't know how I look like. You look fabulous with 63. Yeah, I just
Holy Spirit.
Yeah, Holy Spirit. I love it. I love it. Well, anyways, I know that I kind of heard your testimony on the good news, and I hope you guys actually watch that. It's so empowering, inspiring. If you missed that show, please go back and watch it. And the title is Miracles at Good News. You're gonna learn a lot, and I just stopped doing what I'm doing earlier and just start listening about everything that they were saying, but about you, what you're saying, because you're so fabulous. I Let me tell you a little bit about me. I don't go to church,
Okay.
but I have a strong faith.
Amen.
Thank you. And I don't put out there all the time, but my team knows how actually spiritual I am. And for you guys that don't know yet, because I never put out there, but yes, I have a God that I follow.
Amen.
But anyways, it's not about me, because this show, I know it's all about me, because it's Let's Talk Word with Maria, but I want to feature you. So tell us more about you.
Well, where do I start?
I love that.
Are we talking about profession? We talking
Anywhere, anyone you want to put out there.
Well, let me start by saying it's been rough. It's been rough, but I had a good childhood. Really good childhood. Very good parents from Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, from
Raised and
Missouri.
born. And then we moved out to East Oakland. About 35 years here. That's home to me. Went to school, various degrees. But, I knew something was missing. I achieved over and over. I'm an overachiever. And I just feel so blessed to have had that opportunity. When I worked with NAACP for about 11 years, I worked with them, and I was working on the AXO program for kids, getting them scholarships. When they went back to the national convention, a lot of the corporations would give them scholarships, $10,000, $20,000 on their actual talent or skill. They talked about hypothesis with some kind of scientific thing, and it was good. They would compete with kids all around the world. And the program was called Afro-Academic, Cultural, Technological, Scientific Olympics of the Mind. It was beautiful. We brought.
It's in California?
It's here.
It's here in Las Vegas.
It's in NAACP.
Oh, okay.
And and so they offer that, and it was just beautiful seeing all the girls and the guys, my little babies that won. We took home so many gold medals, and these individuals have gone on to just be a joy and a beacon unto the light of our world. So I was happy to be involved with that. I worked as a communications PR director. How that happened when I got my I went to law school. Let me start first. This is hilarious. When I was in school, I wanted to be an attorney. And my dad said, yeah, I want her to be an attorney. So I was in law school for 3 years, worked at one of the top law firms as debriefing the cases, an intern. But I got tired. I told my dad, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm tired. I'm doing everybody's cases, but, and they go into court and they win those cases. My dad said, are you crazy? That makes you look good. You're doing all the work behind the scene to debrief them, and they go in there and they have their information. Well, I told him I didn't want to be an attorney. He said, well, I'm going to tell you something. You are going to go back to school, and since you like to run your mouth and talk to people, I'm going to put you in broadcasting school. So I went to Ron Bailey School of Broadcast in San Francisco at that time, and we had to take the actual engineering license, because it wasn't deregulated at that time. So it was about 41 formulas, and it just, oh my goodness, it was just a headache. But my mother, being the person she was as a nurse, she helped me with that. She put one of those old-time recorders by my bed, and it just, when you go to sleep, it just goes in your mind when you're hearing it, oh, subliminally.
Yes.
So that's what she did. Passed the exam. So I got my license as a sound engineer. Worked at the NBC sister station, which was the radio station, and worked for various other radio stations on their soundboard, did voiceovers, production, all of that. While all the while beforehand, I was working at one of the, what is it? It was on East 14th, and it was the Pyramid Building, and we had to hook up all the electrical all the electrical wires and everything. So this little lady came up to me and said, "Hey, you, I want you in my office on Monday." And I'm saying, "Who is this? You want me where? And who are you?" And so she identified herself. I went into her office, and she said, "Sit down." She says, "Well, I'd like you to work for me." And that was NAACP. I said, "Okay, you like me to work for you? What job?" She said, "Well, I'm going to develop a job. I'm just going to create a job for you." And that's where the press, PR, communications.
That's really funny. That's really funny because when your boss like you, they will create a job for you.
That's right.
Yes. And there's a lot of people out there trying to get a job someplace, and they get turned down or something. But when somebody like you, no matter what, they will get you in.
Yeah, and I worked over there for about 11 years, and we had to do, I was sent all over the place. I went over there to Universal Studios. At that time, was one of the top guys that was over there at that time. And I had to go into his office and get $50,000 from him for the, what was it? It was for the equality dinner. And so we had to get that. Then I went somewhere else to Unical, which is Major Oil. I had to go in there and get that $50,000. And she sent me because I was just talking. And it was just beautiful because all the people that I met, that I was involved helping out with the Image Awards at that time, which was NAACP's Image Awards, where they have the big event where they have all these entertainers come in. They actually do their thing on in April and pre-tape. Met a lot of them. So many of them I can't even imagine, but they're there in my mind. I was trained and taught the old way.
What is the old way?
The old way is, what she did was, computers were just coming out then. So
this is like 1997, yeah, okay.
No, in the latter part of the 80s.
Okay.
The big old computer.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah.
And so I wanted to do it by hand. Oh, I'm to do the press release by hand, or no, on their little typewriter. She said, "No, you're gonna do it on the computer." I said, "I don't know anything about this computer." So she said, "Well, I'll tell you what, I had to do the press release 21 times because she said, if we have to stay here all night long for you to learn how to work that computer and for you to learn how to line up everything the way it should be as a press release." I said, "I already know how to do that." And she said, "But not on a computer." So she called my mom. She told my mom, she said, "My little girl's going to be with me all night because she's made a lot of mistakes on the computer, and I'm going to get it. She's going to get it right, and then she'll be home. So she's with me." And that was old school. So I finally did it. Had opportunities to go to Jamaica to interview the prime minister there years and years ago.
Amazing. Do you have like a clips of those on YouTube or wherever?
No, we didn't. Not at that time.
Oh, not at that time.
Yeah,
yes,
not at that time.
Yes.
No, we didn't.
Not as good. Like, technology wasn't as good at that
as
time.
It is now. Absolutely.
Yes, because I remember I went to school in 1991. Yes, in 1991. No, is it 1991? I even forget. I'm not gonna put it out there, but I went to school in the Philippines when the World Wide Web just started. I am one of the few people that be able to go to computer thanks to my cousin who actually financially support all my school. At the time, computer school is really really expensive. It's not cheap at the time because those first people that getting into computer in the Philippines.
Inquiries and all
Yes,
that.
like we are working in the computer like it's a DOS, nothing like the
That's
technology
right.
now.
That's right.
And then it's really complicated at that time, but I ace all my classes. And I remember we were working on 0 and 1 only. Everything, for those who doesn't know this, but everything that's inside your programming and inside your computer, all it working is 0 and 1. 0 and 1. There's no other number. There's no other characters. 0 and 1.
Wow.
That's all we are working on. Like 0 and 1 or 1 0 or 1 0 0 0 1 1 1. If you make one mistake, computer don't work. So it has to go. It's really really like, yeah, it's
Strategic.
yes, everybody might be thinking that, oh, it's 0 and 1, it's easy. No, it's not, because once you miss 1 0 and 1, imagine if you're working on different numbers, all like 100.
Oh my goodness,
The
yeah.
same numbers, the same numbers, like 0 100, like that's not easy, right?
No, it's
yeah.
not.
So that's how computers work that we don't see nowadays, because it's all when they started computer. That's how.
Oh, yeah.
And those actually is relatable until now. We just don't see it because they they make it to so modern nowadays. But that's how
Old
all our
days, huh?
computer. That's how our computer works inside the programming system.
Wow,
Yes.
that's good to know. That's good information. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. One of my jobs I had, we had to call the computer woman in, and she had to do inquiries. The
Yes.
inquiries where you're setting up a program so you can do the list of people, getting them whatever invitations, their name, their this, their that,
Yes.
so they can get their invitations to somebody else. So yeah.
Yeah, well, I have also a comment about that. See, now the way you do the programming now in these computers are easier than what the original way, the right way. I remember my first computer here in the United States. This is XP something with Dell, and those computer only last up to 10 years. I lasted it over to 10 years because I fix it myself. I fix it. I literally, this is what I used to do with that my first computer here in the United States. I tear them apart and put them together, or I add different discs inside that computer. It's really funny because I did it myself.
Wow, a genius.
I did it myself, put them together and make it run again. And I remember the Microsoft Word. Do you use Microsoft Word? Those Microsoft Word before are way easier to use before 16 years ago. Now they make it all complicated. I went through it because I am I'm a computer savvy from the beginning of computers. So yes. Yeah. It's not, everything that you guys kids are getting now on the computer are literally, we made it so easy for
yeah.
you guys.
Thank you.
Yes, you didn't just get it on the computer. If we didn't work hard for those, you'll never ever get it today. So please thank us.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Even though I'm older than you, but thank you.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So anyways, you're from you said you came
Originated from
Missouri.
Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah, Missouri, and then you went to California,
I
Oakland.
went to California after graduated from Bishop Hogan. Went to California because my grandmother was passing away. Well, my mom wanted to spend some time with her, and so Mom did. And it was just great. She lived for quite a few years, and we spent over 34 years in East Oakland. So that was just home turf to us.
Wow.
And one thing I like about the Bay Area is what did my family call me? They said, you are so educated, you don't have any common sense. Because every time I wanted to go to school, I'd be in school. She's a professional student, because I just was in school.
They told you that you're too tight, right? Yeah. Can you please? Yeah. Yeah. They always
in high
say
school they did like this to me. I'd be in the classroom and they would do in the parochial school doing that. I thought, what?
That's
I just,
really funny
I
because
know.
I can relate to that because I am the kind of girl that all books, school, book, school, and like people. It sometimes is very stressing too when they hopes the best for like they're asking too much from you because they know that you can do it. Do you think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's and the good thing about it, what I was reading, I think it was like Warren Buffett and the rest of them, the people that have been very, very, very successful are the people that read. Reading books. Your mind continues to develop. You got to read. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm just going to get on the computer and do that." Even though you can read books on the computer, that's fine. But if you're playing games constantly and everything else, you're going to be
Computer is
limited.
distraction.
Yeah, it is.
The
It
big
is.
distraction. Yeah.
It is. So, I like to have my books. I like to, just learn. You never get too old just to learn. And that's what I'm about, learning and helping and teaching and compassionate with our community and all of
I
that.
love that, and we're gonna talk about that. But before we go on break, because I have so much questions for you, um, I like that you said that books, books, you need to read books, and I don't know if you read no, not Tony Robbins, the Grow, Rich and Grow. What?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Napoleon Hill's.
Mm-hmm.
Think and Grow Rich.
Mm-hmm.
Think and Grow Rich. I
Yeah.
learned so much on
Yeah.
that book.
My
Yeah.
son has that book. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's amazing. Go ahead and even though Napoleon Hills is not sponsoring us, I still it's actually a knowledge, and knowledge is power. And guys, I am having so much fun with you with all
Yes,
the
yes,
things
I
that
am
I
too.
learned from you. And I want you guys to come back because we have so much things to ask to Dr. Calvinia Williams.
We've reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. We present our show programmings, which demonstrate inspirations to any viewers around the globe, with over 500,000 reach to over 54 countries. Our programming are very relatively entertaining and empowering. And now here is the Let's Talk World.
Welcome back to Let's Talk World, and your host Maria is still here, and also my beautiful guest, Dr. Calvinia Williams.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming back.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I really
Yeah.
do. It's an honor.
Well, I love the things that you just said earlier about reading books and about these kids, how to learn to gain their knowledge and everything, and also about computer distraction. That is really true.
It
But
is.
let's put that behind for now because I want to talk about you moving from the Bay Area to Las Vegas, Nevada.
Well, I had a very, very close family friend, and when Rhodes Ranch was being built, she bought one of the first houses.
So how long you been here?
20 years.
20 years.
And they were building it, palm trees up. It looked like, oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. And she said, come on out here. This is the seller's market, the buyer's market. You know, you need to come out here. And so my dad, my son, and my brother, younger brother, we came on out. I said, I'm only going to spend 3 days here. Just 3 days. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. If they don't give me any insight, I'm gone. So,
And you stayed.
yeah, and so I went on. We looked for houses. They were looking for more new houses that weren't even built, and I didn't want them because I said, "Well, why? I want to resell. I want to resell because resell. They already have the screens. They already have the yard. They already have that. If I buy a brand new home from the bottom up, I'm going to have to pay for all these extras, and it's like buying another home." So we found a house. It was really funny because this house was put on the market the same day, practically within a few hours. And my broker said, I didn't know this house was here. So we walked in. I fell in love with the kitchen, which was the Long Islander, and the cabinets all the way around, you know, the kitchen.
Well, you're just like me. Whenever I walk into a house, first thing that I look is the kitchen.
I know, because you stay in the kitchen.
You eat.
You know, so that's what happened, and that was just, it was a blessing because, you know, I didn't have a job to buy that house, but I put money down on it and was given the house. I didn't have to pay.
Are you still staying in that house
Oh,
up to
yes.
now?
My
Oh,
son
now
just-
I want to come and see it.
Yeah, my son is he has his friend who's a construction person, Danny, and they painted the outside 3 colors, and then they put the porcelain tile thing on the bathroom, walk-in bathroom, and they already tiled my room.
Do you have a pool?
No. My son wanted a pool when we moved in. He was about 9 years old. I said, that's not going to happen. There's too many people that are not watching their kids, and you get out there and jump off a diving board or whatever and hit your head or something, I'm not going to rest. If you want a pool, you can go to the YWCA or YMCA, whatever. Yes. And matter of fact,
and you have a community pool.
Yeah, I said they have the insurance. I'm not going to get extra insurance. I'm not going to fill this pool up with all this water, and I have to pay for hundreds of gallons of water. I'm not going to do it, and I'm not going to deal with any mosquitoes because they have that. Now they have the West Nile virus. I'm not dealing with any of that, period. So I said, so be content. I'm the majority. You're the minority. So that's the way it went.
I love that. I love that confidence right there.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you moved here. Did you find a job here right away? Or?
No, because that's what I was saying. When I didn't have a job, I was actually diagnosed with lupus.
Oh.
So I could not do it. You know, because lupus is an autoimmune disease that attacks every vital organ in your body. So with that in mind, you become a liability to whatever company you go to. You could fall, you could this, you could that. And every year I'd go back to my doctors, just recently, the good ones that I have here. And I should say, a lot of them are good, you know, but the one I have is Dr. Bronstein, my rheumatologist, and my primary is Dr. Nita Soni. One of them is from 205, and the other one, Nita, is from 203. So I've been with them a long time. But a couple of years ago, they said, "Oh, you got COPD." Before that,
what is COPD?
It deals with your breathing. You know, your breathing, your lungs are to the point you can't get enough air. Mm-hmm. So COPD is it hinders your breathing. Mm-hmm. You know, some people who smoke a lot. Mm-hmm. I never smoke. Some people who are in the clubs a lot and they get the secondhand smoke.
Oh.
What happened to me is that when I had first time ever a knee replacement, my doctor came in and let me know. He says, you got one, your right lung is flabbing like that, the bottom of it. And he said that's because of the aftermath of lupus, because lupus attacks the lung area. And so about 2 years down the road, went in, got a pulmonary over there at Valley Hospital, and they they told me, well, you got COPD. You know, so that's what I have, COPD, fibromyalgia, everything you want to name.
So you're not working up to now?
Oh, no, they won't let me work.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
totally disabled, totally this, so I found something to do with lupus in Nevada, you know, and I just it's just been a blessing ever since helping those. But
Yes.
it's
So
and like I say, it's a liability. You cannot be able to get up at one time. You cannot be able to talk. Just as a variety of things that happen in your life that can hinder you on the job.
so that's makes you start helping others, right?
Yeah, I
So
mean,
what is the nonprofit organization
it's
that you're in?
called lupusofnevada.org. It's been in existence for about 20 years. We do our mission statement is educational awareness and advocacy. We help those with their Social Security, with referrals, with if they're scared to go and see their doctor, we'll go on with them, and they have to let the doctor know, I'd like this person in there with me, so I'm waiving my HIPAA laws for her to come in and help. Our support group meetings are held every fourth Saturday of the month. We usually have them over at Desert Springs Hospital, and that is motivational. It's getting people together just to, like they did, groups to talk about the same thing, talk about, this doctor, that doctor. We don't go in there bashing the doctors. We just say, hey, look, this is what they diagnosed me with, and I want to know who else is in the same boat. And we have people in the same boat. We have people that have had kidney transplant and they got to go back for another one. So what we do at Lupus of Nevada, we match them up with other people in the group that they become buddies with those individuals, so they can talk to each other, on a day-by-day basis. They can text one another, whichever it may be.
Oh my God, you're helping a lot.
Yeah, helping a lot. We had quite a few folks involved. We are in the recruitment stage for those that are here in Las Vegas, Nevada, that would like to be part of a support group. Please, I'll give you my number.
I would love social media shows to be part of this.
Yes.
Of this one, because this is what we all about.
Yes.
Is to help one another.
Yes.
And I would like to ask you some more things
Okay.
behind the camera later.
Okay.
Regarding this program. Yes, we have a lot of people, individuals around the country, not only in Las Vegas, that needs help on different levels.
That's right.
Not only lupus, also
right.
homeless veterans,
Yes.
like the one we are working on right now. It's gonna be next week, December 18. We are actually doing a fundraising event. We are driving mokes. These are electric jeepneys at Las Vegas Boulevard. We're decorating these electric zero emission cars to the at the Westgate Las Vegas, decorating Christmas decoration, and then driving it down to support our homeless veterans to be sheltered and feed. We're gonna feed them and groom them by January or December or January or February, whichever is the coldest weather or the coldest day of the year. So we are looking for help, guys. Donate on our causes, not only my fundraising. This fundraising is only its first year. I'm not hoping so much. All I want to do is, if I can put one homeless veterans to a hotel in January or February, I will be so happy. But if I can help a lot more with your help, people, I would be more happier, and you can actually tax write off this one, because we are non-profit organization. GI Connections is a non-profit organization. So where they can actually reach you at, in case they want to reach you out.
They can reach me at, we have lupusofnevada.org. We have the website. And we have, my email is Calvinia2, Calvinia2 at cox.net. And they can also reach us, and everybody said, well, my number's out there all over the world anyway. It's 702-595-0313. We also were blessed years and years ago to help, because we're all over. We've made a difference in lives. Over there in West Africa, there was a lady that had lupus, and they actually put her over in the corner because they thought she had HIV. They didn't understand it at that time, and now they have groups, so it's much better. But she needed to get here, so it was years. We were, I solicited letters from, at that time, the top officials, elected officials. I solicited a letter from Bishop Tutu. I still have that letter. And making a plea out to those that this woman is dying, and the only way she's going to get the help, like Bishop Tutu said, is from the United States, because the United States is well aware of what lupus is. You know, so we were able to, she went to University of Cannes. She had to stay on, about a year and a half, because they had the moratorium, so they weren't letting people get in and out because of the oil ships being taken over. So all things led the right way. She got over here in 2009, met her at the airport. It was wonderful. We then proceeded her to go to a clinic over in Baltimore, Maryland. A lot of people, I said, look, we already have a lot of people angry and mad about the health system. This is not one person coming in from another country and getting the benefits of what we have. But this is a human being that's getting the benefits from a clinical, clinic, so they can actually so they can help us. And that's what they do. Clinics ask for people to come in with all types of diseases for that. And then also we focus on we focus on chronic illnesses too. That's our major thing as well. Autoimmune disease is what it is. It's for all of us: sarcoidosis, scleroderma, Hodges. You've got lymphomia. You've got Graves' disease. You got it all. It is all in the autoimmune disease. So people come into our support groups with all types of things.
Amazing. Well, amazing. Well, good luck with that.
Thank you so
I am
much.
here, and we are here at social media
Thank you.
shows to support that.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
we can work on something together. We're gonna talk more about it. And anyways, for those people who are in needs or who are suffering from lupus, you guys can contact Miss Dr. Calvinia Williams of Lupus of Nevada organization.
Lupus of Nevada. And also we have we went in, the Toys for Tots was approved, so we're waiting to get those toys, and we're inviting people over to our church, So Shine Deliverance Ministries. They can call me. And children that need toys.
Yes, the people out there who have kids, and you guys want to bring your kids.
Yeah, bring your kids. We'll be
Do you know what the day?
I'm hoping, because tomorrow is supposed to be the last day, Toys for Tots. You know how they do at Macy's. They're winding it up. So from there, they are going to let us know the distribution, because we're a number. And I'm shooting for December 21st.
December. Well, we will actually update you guys on that. Yes. And we would love to actually live stream that when you guys doing
that'd
that.
Be great. Thank you.
And that's what I was gonna talk to you more about in a few moments. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for gracing.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And you see, whoever have that good heart, good heart will always. They always shine.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. That's all for Let's Talk World on this week, and we're gonna be back again on the first week of January. I would like to actually wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Although we're on break for the next 2 weeks, we still have our programming still. The previous shows is still running on our channel until the end of the year, but we are not gonna be live for the last week of this year, because you know what, like you guys, we also need some break, right? But anyways, don't forget to watch all our shows every week. We have In the Office with Joseph Skoda starting at 11 in the morning, and our brand new show, we welcome Miss Ninon de Verde Rosa on our show. She's been doing this talk show for 9 years, and we finally actually collaborate to each other, and we are running her show every 1 o'clock, Monday, 1 o'clock on socialmediashows.com, followed by Saved by Grace and other shows, ending with Fab Life with JC, and the next day is our Women Empowerment, My Let's Talk World, and the Good News, and the comedy show Gizzy and His Frenemies. We are ending our season 1 on the last week of this month, but we are coming back out with the season 2 Gizzy and his frenemies, they're amazing, brand new episodes. You gonna love them. You already love them. You will love them more because we have so much in the plate right now that we're gonna be running all throughout the year. And we hope that we're gonna have more spiritual show or maybe community service shows in the future, and Reiki show. I know that we are having so much show. We are collaborating with a lot of key people here in Las Vegas. But remember, social media shows is a media distribution company. So no matter where you are around the world, as long as you're doing some show on your own, on your house, wherever it is, you have videos, please inform us so we can distribute your videos. Dark Music Television is also coming out with brand new shows in January, and I am so happy to have a brand new host on the Dark Music Television. And oh my god, I couldn't even remember it all, but we have so much going on with social media shows. Thank you so much for all those people that actually collaborating with us. Oh, before I go, I'm gonna go. This is the last one. On December 13th, we're doing a red carpet interview on the premiere of Peter Pan movie. Will be premiering in Summerlin Theater. So please stay tuned on that. We're gonna be live streaming the whole stage event. You're gonna love it. It's for kids and for those people who loves just Peter Pan movie and Tinkerbell. We're gonna be having Miss Margaret Carey. She is the original voiceover of Tinkerbell. Yes, so we're gonna be having a lot of stars on the Peter Pan premiere night on December 13th. That's Friday. We're gonna be starting our red carpet at 5:30 at Summerlin Theater. If you guys are around, close by the area at that time, 5:30, come and say hi to our camera. By that being said, I think I'm gonna say goodbye for now, and we will see you again next. I think it's gonna be January. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love you all. Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much.